Hey, it's Rick from Metagamers, and today I'm going to show you a case by new Trent for the iPad 2. This case is called the Embassy Case, and it is a Bluetooth keyboard, a case, and a stand all built into a case that can be broken out into 3 different pieces, as you'll see in just a moment here. This is going to run you about $49.95 or thereabouts from the new Trent website. Comes in the box that you see here, and inside of this box it includes a cable that will allow you to charge the Bluetooth keyboard that is in this. Let me talk about the materials first, and then I'm going to show it to you up close. This is made out of a thermoplastic material for the case itself, and it's got a leather trim to it. So this is your leather trim, and it sits both right here, and it's also going to sit along the other side right here. And you can see what that looks like. It gives you a nice grippy feel, and it adds an additional level of protection. This case is also going to use the auto sleep and awake feature so that when it's closed like this, it is shut down. When you open it up, it's going to awaken your device. It is also going to have 3 different stand features to it that I'll show you in a moment that you can use in either portrait or landscape mode. And then finally, this case also has a detachable or removable, really low profile keyboard that I'm going to show you. So let's go ahead and take a look at this up close. So I've already put my iPad 2 into this case, and I will show it to you in just a moment here, but just to give you an idea, you've got some new Trent branding here. The nice thing about this is when you've got this seated in the case, you have access to charge your iPad 2 as well as charge the keyboard that is in this case at the same time. The way that this is going to work is you've got these tabs, and you simply give them a little tug, and when you do that, you can open this up. It awakens your iPad 2 just as you saw there. Now let me take this out for a moment here and show you this portion, because as I mentioned, you can break this out in 3 different pieces. Here's piece number 1. We've got the polycarbonate or thermoplastic shell, I should say, and you can see how everything lines up. You've got nice openings for your speaker as well as your dock. Everything is open and wide here, and you've got a nice big opening for the microphone and headphone jack. It's a borderless design, so you can swipe your finger all the way across without hitting the case itself. As we move to this portion, you have this whole case area and then your keyboard. This is simply a kind of a cover for your keys so that when you close this case up, you don't have to worry about those keys touching your screen if you don't want to. Check out the keyboard. It's held in magnetically, so if you were to flip this case upside down with this keyboard in, as I'm going to do right now, it's not falling out. It stays secure. But if you do want to take this keyboard out, you can certainly do that. It is very, very lightweight, and it is very, very thin, as you can see here. So I like that quite a bit. Let me go ahead and put that back in here. And that's the second piece. And then, of course, the third piece is this right here. So this is how this works. Let me go ahead and show you the stands first. You've got a button here. This is 45 degrees, 60, and 75. So at your 45-degree angle, we're looking at an angle just like that. And that's kind of the sweet spot for me. I like that. You can also put it in this mode, and it just sits like that. Now, if you want, you can certainly switch this to 60 degrees, and you're going to get a little bit more straight up and down look. And likewise, you can also do this. And then finally, if you really want to go all out, go to 75 degrees, and this almost stands it straight up and down. You can see what that looks like. So while there is 3 different options for stands, you can certainly use it in kind of 6 different positions depending on the mode. Now, the keyboard itself, the way that this is going to work, simply turn it on right there. I'm going to go into my settings, and if you haven't set this up before, you're going to want to hit the connect button and then hit Bluetooth keyboard as it sees it there. It's now connected. The keys on this keyboard are very well thought out as well. You've got a home button key, and when I press that, it goes to the home. Brightness keys are going to adjust your brightness. You've got a search key, so it brings up search. You've got your keyboard key, it will bring up your keyboard. You've got your photos key, so if you want to go into pictures on your device, you can certainly do that. You go back to home, and you've got everything else that you would expect here. So you're skipping songs, you've got volume as well. All of these buttons are very responsive. Feels just like a normal keyboard with good tactile response. Not too loud of a click, but a little click. Let me go ahead and go into notes here. And it's hard for me to type because I'm kind of at an angle here, so don't mind the typos, but let me go ahead and get in here. Anyways, when I use this on my own, kind of off camera and sitting straight in front of it instead of at an angle like this, I haven't made typos. And I think I'm only doing that potentially because, again, I'm kind of doing it off on the side here. So very, very nice, very tactile response on the keys. Everything registers when I tap them. I have not had an instance where I'm tapping a key and it is not registering that keystroke. So very good in that regard. And again, I really like that this keyboard will come out and you can basically tap on it from a distance as well. So it is the new Trent. It is the new Trent keyboard, case, and stand. It's built all in one. Again, the name of it is the Embassy Case. It is available now. Battery life on it has been really good for me as well. I haven't had problems with it. I used it for pretty much a whole day, and then I just charged it up at night. Battery life is going to be as expected on your iPad when you use Bluetooth devices, so it doesn't change that. But I like it. I like it quite a bit. Again, I pretty much don't use keyboard cases all that much, but if you are going to use one, this is definitely one of the better ones that I've tried, and it's coming in at a reasonable price as well. If you guys have questions, comments, or feedback, as always, please feel free to let me know or hit me up on Twitter over @MetaGamers. Otherwise, take care, everybody, and have fun.